I was doing a quick hunt with my wife, and just got this house that probably built in the 20s, something like that. But there was some history around this area. A couple houses down where I found that 1874 Indian head penny. So there's definitely some older stuff in this area. But I got me a good signal, and I think I accidentally popped it out of the clump, but you'll be able to see the impression. I'm gonna turn around and show you. So that's the clump, and you can see that's where it was right there, but looks like it's just going to be a rosy. Yep, just a rosy. Oh, just barely. 1963. It was a 63D. It was right on the edge, but pretty cool. I doubt we're going to find much more, but I'm going to keep looking just for a little bit longer and we'll be done. I just dug up something that I've been wanting to dig up for a long time. It's not super duper special, but and it's only a piece of one, but it's still awesome. I'm gonna turn you around and show you. I think it's awesome anyway. Check that out. That is cool. That is my first sterling silver. I think it's sterling. Looks like that's what it says right there. Let's look. Yep, sterling. That is my first sterling silver piece of silverware, dinnerware. I've never found one, but that's awesome. I love finding the first. Looks like it's got quite a bit of marks on there. Maybe we can figure out who made it. But that's pretty cool. Hopefully we can find a little more. So I'm still here digging. I got my son and my buddy Jason, my wife, and my other son. And man, this sucker was deep. I know you can't tell because of the way the camera is, but man, that had to have been, let me look, at the bottom of that hole. So what's that, about 8 inches down? Oop, I'm not even showing you, but look at this. This is cool.
The other side.
Let me, found this in the hole. That is awesome.
Really cool.
It's a big one.
Yeah, put your hand next to it so they can see how big.
I got my hand on it right now. But there was a sandstone rock I had to break my way through, and that was underneath it. But I'll get it home and get it cleaned up a little bit. Too bad we don't have the back half of it, but maybe we'll get some markings off of this side. But anyway, it's got some metal wheels on it.
Maybe
it's old.
it was a part of that train.
But on to the next one. So I'm in a different house now, and this is probably about the only target I'm going to dig, but I figured I'd show it to you because it's pretty cool. That looks pretty cool. Houses that I'm in probably built in the 30s, somewhere in that neighborhood, but that's a pretty cool little glove there. I like that. Can't tell if it's got any writing on it or not, but maybe when I get it cleaned up in the wrap up, you'll be able to see it better. But pretty cool. I think it's just aluminum, but on to the next. What's up, guys? Me and Dave are out. You can see him standing over there, Dirty Dave. And we're doing this house that according to the owner was built in about 1914, but it's a pretty old town. And it looks like I got my first find, so I'm gonna turn around and show it to you. I saw it was an Indian, and when I did, I just kind of threw it down. And because I wanted us to look at it together, but there she is. Looks like 1907. She's a pretty 1907 though. Pretty cool. Hopefully we can get some nice objects, relics and silvers from this town. If we did, they'd probably be fairly old. But anyway, on to the next one. So this town had a little bit of Civil War activity in it that I'm in right now, and I'm gonna turn around and show you this. If it's what I think it is, I'm happy. Look at that. That looks like what they call a teardrop. Well, shoot, maybe not. I thought maybe a teardrop pistol shot. Let me clean it up a little bit and I'll get back to you. Well, I definitely think it's a pistol shot, but from what I've been told, when you have those lines that run up and down like that, that shows that it's not Civil War period. But it's still pretty cool. If you guys know what it might be, maybe you can comment below. Let me know. On to the next. Hey guys, this time I know it's Civ. I'm gonna turn you around and show it to you. I'm pretty excited. I haven't ever found one of these before. Check that out, man. Wow. That is a big one. Wow. I cannot believe how big that thing is. That's a 69 caliber. I thought it was a 3-ringer. But maybe it's not a 3-ringer. It's got 2 rings on it. Got the hollow base though. Wow. That is cool. I have no doubt it's Civil War just because it's so big. I think. Maybe y'all can help me out with that and let me know. I haven't seen one that big before, that's for sure. On to the next. Still doing the same house here, and I just got myself a pretty cool little bale seal. Still got the wire on it. It's got DE initial, and not sure what that is. Oops. Looks like a 2. Another number. Not sure, but maybe 32. Pretty cool. On to the next. Hey guys, still doing the same house, and I thought at first this was a Chuck E. Cheese token, but as I wiped it off, I noticed that it said on the back 1 cent. It looks very similar. There's a date on it, looks like. Looks very similar to a Canadian large cent that I dug once. Whoa, 18, did I say 1859? Holy moly. Let me get this cleaned up and I'll get back to you. Looks like that's what it is, guys. Down at the bottom it says Canada. And I didn't clean this side up very good, but look at that. 1859. Wow. That's awesome. I was not expecting that. That is cool. I've dug one before, but a large cent, a Canadian large cent, but it was like a 1917. Their Canadian large cents went a lot longer than ours did. But that one is way cool. Awesome. I love finding the foreign ones. So hopefully we can get some more. On to the next. Did I ever tell you guys that I love this hobby, man? I just pulled something that that I think every digger wants to pull. Every one of us. I'm gonna turn you around and show you. It's just a weedy, but look at the date. Holy cow. 1914D. She's in good shape too. I'm not even gonna try and clean it up anymore. I might. I ain't gonna do anything to try and clean it up. That is awesome. I cannot believe I just pulled myself a 14D. Darn phone won't focus. Here, it's dirty. It's kind of cloudy out, so. But anyways, I'll put it back here again. We got it pretty good when we were setting it down there. There it is. 1914D. Amazing. That's why we do it. On to the next one. So we're at a new house now, kind of same place that we were at a minute ago when Dave was filming me. If I show that video, I don't know if I'm gonna show that or not, but I just flipped the plug over and popped that out. I don't think that's too old. Anyway, blade hasn't had time to rust up too much, but that's pretty cool. Pocket knife. So, nice. On to the next one. So this is my second one of these that I've dug. I'm not really sure what it is, but I figured I'd show you guys. See if maybe you know what they are. Let me zoom in here. It says signal, patent pending, E, whatever. But I'm not sure really what it is. But it's the second one I've dug. Maybe you all know. On to the next. So I'm walking over to Dave right quick. He's on the house next door, and he says he popped something nice. Sorry about the traffic, but Dave says he popped something nice here, so I'll turn you around and take a look at it. Here we are. Dave got himself an Indian. Boy, it's hard to see it, but looks like 1880 maybe. Yep, that's what he said. He said 1880, and that's what I see. So pretty cool. Dave's on the board with an old coin. Hey guys, Dave didn't really find too much whenever we went hunting. Feel bad for him, but he got that 1880 Indian, and I'll have him send over a picture. But since most of the video is of me, especially in the beginning, Dave wasn't even with me, I figured I'd just do a solo wrap up. So here we go. So we'll start with this right here. This is I thought it was going to be older than what it was. I really felt like it was going to be old as deep as it was, but I guess when you look at the style of the truck, it should have given it away. But it's got a stamp on the bottom of it of 1989, so not new but not old either. Got the pocket knife. I'm not really sure what these are. This is the second one that I found recently. Maybe part to a gas line or something. I don't know why it's got that little ball on the end. Got the handle, probably a drawer pull. I don't think I showed this in the video, but pulled that. Got the lock. That was the only real decent thing that I found, other than that what do you call it, the spark plug, but I don't have that here with me. I should have put it in here. But got the lock. I don't think it's very old. And the glove, thought that was pretty cool. And that's definitely an old style glove. I don't guess that necessarily means this is old, but that's an old style glove. But pretty awesome. The Bale seal, EDE on one side, and then 302 on the other. No telling what that is. But as far as the nice relics go, we come up here, and this right here is a St. Louis Arsenal 36 caliber pistol shot, and it would have been fired. This one would have been, but this is an example of one right here that has not been fired. You see the bottom. I didn't dig this one. A buddy of mine, Bubba Burgess, he digs a lot of Civil War sites, and he gave that one to me. But this one right here is one that's been fired, and that's why you see the ring around the top. It's been packed down before it was shot. So that was pretty cool. I wasn't for sure if that was Civil War or not whenever I found it, but it's nice to know that it is. Then we've got this, and this is in fact a 69 caliber 3-ringer, but for some reason the bottom was cut off of it, and that, I don't know if soldiers would do that. They'd carve them, sometimes use them for game pieces. And that's exactly what's happened on that one, so that's pretty cool. It's always nice to see one that's been carved by a soldier. Then we got this right here. This is a something I didn't show on camera. Really wishing I did now, because as you can see, it's got the H right there. See that H? That is, where's it at? Get under the light here. There it is, right there. There's an H there, and that means Henry. This is a 44 caliber Henry bullet casing cartridge. So that's really cool. That's also Civil War. So on to coins. Got a phone call, had to stop for a second. Right here are all my Wheaties that I've got. Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Wheaties. That's from a couple hunts together. I got the 63 Silver Rosie. You guys saw that. It was my only silver dime this week. That's not usually how it works, but I got some other pretty amazing things, so I'm not complaining. Got this Indian. I'm going to get it over here under the light, and I'll kind of zoom in. Look at how beautiful that Indian is. That thing has got some amazing detail. It would be, without a doubt, in mint condition if it wasn't for it being dropped in the ground. That thing is beautiful. May try to get that cleaned up a little bit more, but awesome. Very awesome. Can't believe how beautiful that came out. Got the bucket lister. Zoom back out here. Got the bucket lister. It was a piece to silverware. I looked it up, and the company that made this, if I can get it to focus, there you go. The company that made this was, well, I can't even remember what it's called now, but I looked up those markings, and according to what they said, the company began in 1871 and still runs today, but under a different name. And they've had I believe four different stamps, and this was the first one. So that means that this is probably from the late 1800s, which is pretty cool. Then this was pretty awesome. Thought it was a Chuck E. Cheese token at first, and come to find out it's not. It is an 1859 Canadian large cent, and from everything that I've researched so far, it's what's called a low 9. If you can see, the 9 kind of sets a little bit lower than the rest, which makes it a low 9, but there's over 400 different variations of this coin. So trying to figure out which one you got is hard, but I do know it definitely has a low 9 on it. And then, of course, the awesome one, the one that I think all diggers want to dig, and it's in really good shape. I stopped cleaning it whenever I found it. As soon as I saw that it was a 1914D, I stopped cleaning it. I rubbed a little bit on the front, but you can see I didn't do hardly any cleaning on the back, because when you find something like this, you just really don't want to clean it. You want to just do the best you can to make sure that you don't rub it, you don't scratch it, you don't do any of that. With the condition that's in great shape. And even though you'll lose about half the value of the coin when it's dug out of the ground, there's still a possibility of getting like an extra fine grade on that. And if it is, then at an extra fine, I can't remember, I think that's like a $450, and so would be a $450 price range. Now, being dug out of the ground, it's going to get that environmental damage, which cuts it in half, but that's still $225. But anyway, pretty awesome. So that's what we got. Go check out my buddy 413 Mass Digger. He's got a good YouTube channel. He finds a lot of good stuff. He hunts the Springfield, Massachusetts area. A lot of nice stuff there. Hope you enjoy this episode. I really hope you enjoyed the video, and next week hopefully we've got more, and I'm sure we will. I go out almost every week, and I try to hit different spots so that I don't have the same type of thing over and over each video. But anyway, as always, remember, no matter what you're going through in life, God is always good. Thanks for watching.